So good evening. My name is Tanya Hinterstoiser, and I am the director of the Career Collaborative here at Champlain College. And I am pleased to kick-start this event today. It is our 12th annual elevator pitch competition finals, and a round of applause for this evening. Excellent. As we are applauding, I would like for you to join me in giving an additional warm round of applause for this year's elevator pitch finalists who are going to be walking here right now. Come on out. I'm hearing the music just now. What an amazing group of students, I have to say. All right. The elevator pitch is one of the key signature events for the Career Collaborative and our flagship career program, Insight. We are honored to partner with the Office of Institutional Advancement, BYO Biz, and Dr. Eric Ronis in producing this annual event. We strongly believe that every student should graduate having an elevator pitch in their career toolkit. I also would like to extend a sincere thank you to this year's lead sponsor, Heritage Automotive Group. Heritage Automotive Group is marking its second year of sponsorship and has been a dedicated supporter of the elevator pitch competition and other Champlain College events, such as our upcoming career fair on March 25th, great, and also mock interview days. The funding they provide allows us to present cash awards to tonight's winners, and we're all excited about that. So thank you, Heritage Automotive Group, for your commitment to our students. We have Sarah Speranza representing Heritage Automotive Group on our panel of judges this evening. Sarah, thank you very much for your support. And now I am pleased to welcome Dr. Kylie King for our next segment.
Hello, everyone. As Tanya mentioned, my name is Kylie King. I am an assistant professor of business and entrepreneurship here at Champlain, and I also direct the Build Your Own Business, or BYO Biz program. So I am really excited to be here tonight. Bob Block, the former director of BYO Biz, passed the torch to me earlier this year. So this is my first elevator pitch in a hosting capacity, and I could not be more excited to see what the students have to share. I am also excited to be putting this on with the Career Collaborative and the Office of Institutional Advancement, along with Dr. Eric Ronis. So thank you again to everyone who helped make this happen. So in my role supporting the next generation of entrepreneurs, things that I really care about and really push onto my students, some of them are here tonight, are things like agency, taking action, putting ideas out there. And I know how important a strong elevator pitch is in helping to move ideas to concrete concepts and into reality. So I am really excited for the aspiring and inspiring entrepreneurs and other students that we will hear pitches from tonight. In a similar vein, I wanted to share some exciting news about other entrepreneurial students from Champlain, some of them here tonight, and also elevator pitch semifinalists. We recently participated in a free enterprise event at SUNY Plattsburgh, and Champlain won first place of 13 schools. The The students did a fabulous job presenting their ideas, making a compelling argument, and using some of the skills that our pitchers will be demonstrating tonight of putting ideas out there, getting feedback, having a willingness to be judged and critiqued, and using that to improve themselves. So super excited of all of our students at Champlain. So before we get to these fabulous ideas and pitches, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium President Don Lockman.
Thank you, Kylie and Tanya, and welcome to the 12th elevator pitch. This is one of my favorite events of the year, and I'm going to direct my opening comments to our finalists. As president, they don't limit me to 90 seconds. And if they did, I would have a double appreciation for what you are about to do. I first of all, want to salute you for your courage. I know what it takes to step up and say you want to be a part of this. 71 people auditioned or took part in the first iteration of this, and these 20 students who you're going to see here tonight are the finalists, the best of what we have to offer, and it will be our judges' job to figure out who the best of the best are. We've had over 700 students participate in this event over the 12 years that we've conducted it. And why I love this event is because the skills that you have developed in preparing for this event are going to stay with you for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you will be making 90-second pitches to people to ask them to do things for you. You will sometimes do them in elevators, you will do them in offices, you will be in job interviews, you will be at cocktail parties, and the skills you developed in honing your ideas into a digestible, understandable, coherent, convincing argument to get them to fund your game or give you a job is a wonderful skill to develop. So I commend you for your wisdom in entering this competition. In order to get here, these students engaged in numerous coaching and reflection sessions to help prepare them and develop their skills to increase their effectiveness in making their pitches. As Tanya said, this event, this competition, is part of an overall approach to helping our students prepare for their careers. We have a phenomenal, professionally focused education at Champlain, and we complement that with our Insight program, which provides our students with the skills outside of the classroom, the non-cognitive behaviors that enable them to be successful professionals. And the elevator pitch is one of the highlights of that, one of the most public, but there are events all throughout the year that our students participate in. Just a couple of weeks ago, I participated in the Game of Life, where students are given budgets based on their projected majors, where they have to figure out how they're going to live their lives after graduation. And it's another example of how we prepare our students for what they do. So I want to thank you, students, for participating, and thank the judges who are here to scout this talent. You know, this competition is a perfect example of how we bring together diverse parts of the college in teamwork and collaboration. The Career Collaborative, who you've heard about, which is our career services group, the Office of Advancement, the BYO Biz program, our celebrity judges, and the many faculty and staff, deans, who help promote the program and coach our students to be effective competitors, as well as many of the other people noted in the program. They've all partnered to make this a highly successful event, and for this event to be entertaining for you, our audience. So I know you're going to enjoy the evening tonight. I do want to call out one person who is one of those behind-the-scenes people who makes all of these events happen. I know there's many of you who've contributed, but Pat Boera, would you please stand and be recognized? If you ever attend the event at the Flynn, you may see Pat handing out programs. She's involved throughout Vermont in key events, but she is a treasure to Champlain College. And Pat, I appreciate the work you do behind the scenes to make these events come to life. And last but not least, I want to extend my thanks to Sarah and the Heritage Automotive Group for your sponsorship. Students, not only do I commend you for your courage and admire what you're about to do tonight, but there are real cash prizes for participating. So good luck tonight as you take advantage of Heritage's generous sponsorship. And now, without further delay, I would like to introduce our MC for the evening, Champlain College's own Keith Oppenheim.
Can you all hear me, yeah? Say yes, if you can. Good, nice. Okay, I'm Keith Oppenheim. I teach broadcast media production here at Champlain College, AKA Mr. O, and I'm your MC tonight. I follow in the illustrious footsteps of Eric Ronis, who did this last year, and also the great Tim Cavanaugh, who was really good at this. I have big shoes to fill. So this is my first time as an MC, so I need a little applause. All right, that was pretty bad. You need to do better. So in order to improve your applausing skills, which is the lifeblood that these folks here need as they do their elevator pitches, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, welcome to the 12th annual elevator pitch, and then we're going to hear better applause. Here we go. Welcome to the 12th annual elevator pitch. All right. You have a chance of passing this course. Very good. All right, so I'm going to start off our program by introducing our panel of judges. These are going to be quick introductions. I'm going to introduce them. At the end of each introduction, you're going to give them a little bit of love. And later on, when we're in between the 4 stages of our competition, we might have a chance to do a little one-on-one interview with each one of them. Let's start off with this person. She is the philanthropic advisor to, pronounce it correctly, the IDR Group. She was a judge last year. I would like you to stand and wave. Give it up for Laura Lotka. Thank you, Laura. Okay, our next gentleman, where is he? Oh, there you are. Okay, so handsome I couldn't see you. He is considered the dean of judges. Why? Because this is the 9th time that he's done this. Please stand up and give your love for Hal Colston. What is a CFA? A CFA is a chartered financial advisor. That is the official title of this guy. He is from the Champlain Investment Partners Group. And stand up, please, and give your warm welcome to Eric G.R. Chase. From the great Pomerleau real estate empire. He is a business broker. This is his first time judging. Please stand, Kim, and give it up for Kim Whitchurch. Arthur, right, there you are. Okay. This next gentleman is not a CFA, he's a CFP. That stands for Certified Financial Planner. Yeah, okay. He's from Hanson and Doremus Investment Management. Please stand and give a warm welcome to Arthur P. Wright. Hi, Sarah. You've been introduced, but we're doing it again, okay? She is from Heritage Automotive Group, our sponsor tonight, and she is a recruiter and wellness specialist. Sarah, please stand and give your love for Sarah Speranza. Our 7th judge is someone who is a Champlain graduate from 2016. She's an adjunct faculty member already. And if that's not enough, she's a CEO of Game Theory. Please stand and welcome Shannon Mitchell. These guys in the green hats over here, it is the certified public accounting firm of Mona and Myers, also known as M&M. Yum. Okay, let's introduce them individually. He is an associate professor from the Stiller School of Business. That guy is Dave Mona. Good. And this guy has a business card that must be the size of a poster because his title is Professor of Stiller School of Business, Chair, Business Administration, International Business and Management and Innovation Programs, Dr. Tom Myers. Okay, we have some ePitch founding members that I'd like to mention. Not here tonight, but here in spirit is Dr. Eric Ronis, who is our Assistant Dean for Academics and Associate Professor in CCM. And he helps all of the ePitchers with feedback, as does Robert Block, who is the Director of International Business Development. Where are you, Bob? Okay, give Bob some love. If I say something stupid tonight, that's my fault. But if I say something that makes sense and is coherent, that's because Pat Boera wrote it for me. Pat is not only the person who's giving me this smart piece of paper, but tonight, her official role, other than being the sort of big organizer behind this whole thing, is she is the stage manager, she is the timekeeper, and like Bob and Eric before her, she's been involved in this since the start, which is 12 years. Love for Pat Boera. The reason you can hear me right now is because we have a technical staff. I'm going to mention 4 people. Oh, Pat, who's the videographer tonight? Do we know? Caroline. Oh, Caroline, Massessa, hello. Okay, good. That's one of my students. So I'm going to introduce all of them, and then you're going to give applause. They are a junior in game programming, Connor Ramsden, a first-year computer and digital forensics major, Spencer Sumpman, our graduate computer network and cybersecurity major, Christian Perez Waldo, that's the technical staff, and our videographer is Caroline Massessa, the technical staff. Give them some support. Stephanie Kloss or Kaylee Sullivan, are you in the room here? There you are. Okay, so we have 2 people who are taking pictures tonight. One is a new member to Champlain College. That's her back there. She is a digital communication specialist. Do I have it right? Digital community specialist. Can't read my handwriting. That's Kaylee Sullivan. She'll be taking photos tonight along with Stephanie Kloss, who will be here a little bit later. Okay, let's get into the business of the competition and start talking about what an elevator pitch is. So imagine you walk into an elevator. You see this person. You know who that person is. That's the woman or the guy that you want to connect with and tell them what your idea for a business or an idea is. You've got a short window to make a connection. Assume, for the sake of this competition, that somehow you get that person's attention and they say, okay, make your pitch, do it. And then you've got a short window to do it. In our case, we're giving our contestants 90 seconds, no more, to be able to make that pitch. If you do it well, then possibly you will have convinced that person to get a meeting and go further. But if not, then perhaps the opportunity is lost. It's not just an academic exercise, it's a real thing that can happen, which is why we ask our brave contestants to get up here and do that. Okay, so we have 4 groups. One group is called the entrepreneurs. Another group, which is new this year, is called the game developers. Also, we have the job internship seekers and the nonprofit social advocates. There will be 5 contestants in each of those 4 categories. So, contestants, hi, how you doing? Yeah, okay. So what's going to happen is when each of you is called up on stage, you'll come to me. I'll ask you something a little about yourself, like your name. Well, no, I'll know that. Okay, let's go with your major, your year here possibly. If you have a fun fact about you, that would be nice. Otherwise, I'll ask you something really quick, and then I'll ask you to step into the elevator. Prior to that point, we will have met the suit. There are 4 different suits that we're going to meet who are going to be the person to whom the pitch is made, and that person will be in the elevator with 5 of those contestants in that category. And at the end of, oh yeah, I forgot to mention our light board operator. And points. So each contestant can get a maximum of 700 points. How? Because every judge will be giving them up to 100 points. 60 of the points are for content, 40 points are for delivery. All of those scores are added up and they go to M&M where they will do the tabulations. That's how we do the math. We have a light board operator, Victor Alves. Give Victor a little love. And Victor's job tonight is to raise the lights as each contestant makes their pitch. Pat is going to be tracking the time, and when the contestant has just 20 seconds left to go, she is going to, and that's the signal that they need to wrap it up, okay? So you can have a sense of time while they do. At the end of each category, we'll be inviting you, the audience, to get involved, and you can make a decision about which of the 5 in that category you thought was best. Does everyone want to have one of those, or those?
As the supplies last.
Okay, so I think many of you have an electronic device in your hand or near you, and and I'll give you instructions when we get to that point, and you can select either 1 through 5 to pick the person in that category who you thought did the best job. Now what you do is not counted in the official scoring. However, each person in the category can win the audience pick. So that's also part of the way the prizes go tonight. There have been some excellent pun writers tonight. And so let's get started with meeting our suits. Our first suit is an angel investor who has a history of identifying promising young entrepreneurs and backing their ventures. His name, give him some love, is Mr. Ed Venture. Oh, yeah. Ed Venture, I need you here. You gotta, time to get up. Yeah, you can't sit back down. Come on, time to work. All right. So Ed Venture tonight is played, see, it says Ed Venture, is
tag.
Yeah, so this is, the part of Ed Venture is played by Dr. Scott Stevens, who has, you've done a lot of things. You have spent 9 years as a professor of math and statistics. You've authored 2 textbooks. Productivity seems to be a little bit of a problem for you.
Yeah. I have trouble sleeping.
Okay. So you've done this before?
I have.
Yeah? How many times?
Just once.
Yeah?
It's my second time here.
Okay, so
Excited.
your job is basically to stand in the elevator and look handsome.
It's a pretty stressful position.
Yeah, okay, well, we wish you luck. So Ed Venture, take your spot.
All right.
Go ahead. All right, here he goes. And now we're going to start to meet some of our contestants. I'm going to call up their name. I'm these next 5 in the entrepreneurs category. I am going to be naming out in alphabetical order. So our first person is, give a warm welcome to Hayes Gilman. Come join me here, Hayes. Okay, you like to be on this side? Okay. Sure. Okay. Hi, Hayes. I don't know much about you.
Fair.
Except one fact about you. Well, first of all, tell me your major and stuff like that.
Business administration, minor in entrepreneurship, and I'm graduating this year.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
All right. So my question for you is, you're from Idaho?
Yes, sir. Sun Valley, Idaho.
Wow.
So a hop, skip, and a jump from home, but it's worth it.
How many other students at Champlain, if you know, are from Idaho?
I think I've heard of one other.
Yeah.
When I came here, I was the only one. I
Right.
think now there might be one other.
Do you have like an Idaho party, the 2 of you?
I have no idea who they are.
Yeah. All right.
I
great.
just have heard.
Do a little more
through the
Idaho
grapevines.
research.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I wish you luck in your pitch.
Thank you, sir.
You ready?
I think so.
Go for it, mister.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
Mr. Venture, my name is Hayes Gilman. It's
Nice to meet you, Hayes.
I was actually just at your seminar on innovation in the restaurant industry in Vermont. And I have a new business idea I'd really like to run past you if you have some time.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Currently there are 43,000 residents in Burlington, 80% of which are between the ages of 18 and 25. It's a little bit over 30,000 people. This is the target demographic for my new restaurant that I'm hoping to start. I want to take the simple concept that Five Guys Burgers and Fries is constructed, where you have a really simple product, but you make it amazing. So the products that I want to work with are beer and French fries, and I'll sell exclusively those two things at my restaurant. This would be like a dining experience that you'd have on Church Street, and it'd be open from around 2 in the afternoon to 4 in the morning. So you get the people who are out shopping, you can go in for a light snack, a drink, anything like that, and then you also have the people coming out of the bars at like 2 a.m. who need something a little bit greasy in their stomachs. So the real beauty of this idea is the startup costs are just so minimal. There's no heavy machinery required. And then on top of that, it's extremely efficient in the fact that you just need 2 people at any given time running the whole thing. One person in the back making the fries and the other serving drinks at the front and taking orders. And on top of this, you're leveraging 2 products with extremely high profit margins, where everything's starting to look really good at this point, but I'm not quite there yet. I would really love, if you have some time, to grab some coffee, maybe go over my business plan, and I could get some input from you. That'd be
Sure
all right?
thing, we'll
Perfect.
do,
Here.
Hayes.
Thank you so much. Here, I'll give you my business card.
All right, here's mine.
I appreciate that.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. Nice meeting you, Hayes.
Hayes Gilman. Hayes Gilman. Nice job. Good work. It just shows people from Idaho are very polite. And beer and fries, way to get a leg up on the competition. Okay, let's go to our next contestant. Please welcome Aaron Leach. Hi there, Aaron.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, where you are here at Champlain.
Well, I'm a first-year computer networking and cybersecurity major, hopefully with a business minor. He, him pronouns.
Good. And first year, that's impressive that you are where you are right now, that you, as a freshman, you got into this level of the competition. Nice job.
Yeah, it's a lot of luck, just so you guys know.
Okay, well, I'm going to wish you a little more than luck as you get going tonight. So give it up for Aaron Leach.
Thank you. Oh, Mr. Venture. Hi.
Hi.
Aaron Leach. I'm a first-year student at Champlain College. I actually went to your speech last week at the University of Vermont on creating technologies for the differently abled and how that could help our society as a whole. It actually helped me start developing a product for the hard of hearing and deaf communities. So what it is, it's a wearable device like a watch or a necklace that would use audio technology to listen for certain audio keys like the user's name or a dog barking or a fire alarm or even a police siren. And then it would vibrate to let the user know that those sounds have happened. So it would be geared towards people that are hard of hearing or deaf. And another part of my inspiration was actually my grandfather. He's deaf, and last year there was a fire in his apartment complex. And had my grandmother not been there to let him know that there was a fire and that the fire alarm was going off, he could have seriously been injured. So I really see this product as helping people in emergency situations as well as just day-to-day life. So I really hope to meet with you again and talk about getting you on the ground floor of my product and help me develop it. Do you think we could exchange business cards?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
There you go.
Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much.
Nice meeting you, Aaron.
Nice meeting you too. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Good job. Love Aaron Leach from Milford, New Hampshire. Yeah. Okay, our next person is from the great town of Sandwich, Massachusetts. His name is Ian McKenna. Hi, Ian.
How's it going?
So you're in accounting and finance, my notes say?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
The fun majors.
And what year are you in now?
Senior year.
Okay.
Yep.
Got a fun fact?
Fun fact. I'm selling a car. If anyone wants a car, I can give you my second elevator pitch.
What kind of car?
2005 Forester. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Never going to break down ever.
Yeah, how
It's
many miles
perfect.
you got?
Oh, it's just 160 or something like that. Give
Yeah,
or take.
yeah, no.
Give or take, yeah.
I've had 2 Foresters and they died around 160.
Really? Oh, that's, yeah, not this one.
Just saying.
This one's good.
Okay, great car. Okay, wish you lots of luck.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Adventure? Ian McKenna. It's great to see you again. We met last semester at the Champlain Career Fair. I love learning about all the products your company's been coming out with. Wouldn't it be great if people weren't so tied to their cell phones all the time? I mean, it seems like every time I go to a bar or a restaurant, people spend the whole time glued to their cell phone screen. They never talk to anybody anymore. People need something structural in place to kind of incentivize them not to use their phones. Now, sure, I'll admit, cell phones are great. They allow us to do so many more things, but they should never come at the cost of taking away our ability to communicate. What if we make a coat rack with cell phone chargers built into it? That way, when people come inside and they take their coats off, they feel encouraged to leave their phones behind and charging the whole time. Last spring, I was lucky enough to live in Dublin, Ireland for 5 months. And before I went, I always heard about how warm and friendly the Irish people were. And without a doubt, that's completely true. But what I noticed most was that people never used their phones in the company of others. If we went to a student lounge or a pub, it would be a group of people, all with their heads up, engaging with one another. And that's what gave these places the really warm and fuzzy feeling everyone thinks of. It'd be really easy to recreate the same magic across the United States, too. All you need is space for a coat rack and an outlet. Bars, restaurants, schools, universities, clubs, they'd all be great clients who I think would love having this. In reality, I don't think we're selling people coat racks. I think we're selling people the ability to connect with one another in a way that every human really needs. So if it's okay with you, could I have your help on this idea? We could exchange
Sure
business cards.
thing.
I'd love to brainstorm later on.
Sounds
I can
great.
show you my prototypes and a couple cash flows I've worked on.
All right.
Thank you. I'll give you a call Monday morning.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice job, Ian. Okay. A lot of smooth rides on these elevators. Okay, let's go to our next contestant. She is Alexis Miller. Hi, Alexis.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So it says here that you're from Boothbay, Maine.
I am.
I like Boothbay Harbor.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's me.
And what's your major?
International business. I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
And Tom Myers is my advisor.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. He's just he's just
Oh,
keeping
you know,
the scores.
just
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Very good. One fun fact, please.
I'm going to use the same one I always use, so I'm sorry to my friends who've heard it 1,000 times. I fence.
Oh, you do?
I do.
You parry and all that.
Yes, I do.
Right. By the way, just a dumb fencing question. When you fence, do you always fence with females, or is it mixed up?
It depends on what I'm competing in.
Right.
Some of the events are all women, and some of them are mixed.
Okay. Oh.
Either way, I go for gold.
Go for, yeah. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Excuse me. Are you Ed Venture?
I am.
I'm Alexis. I'm an international business student. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just read your article on why apps succeed. It was so fascinating. I have this idea and I'm looking for some input. Can I tell you about it?
Sure.
When I left for college, I made a promise that I'd never walk off campus alone. But sometimes I need to run errands downtown and my friends can't go with me. You probably know that many women don't feel comfortable walking alone. That's where my idea comes in. I'd like to create an app that's like Uber, but for walking places. Right now, I'm calling it Walk With Me. Walk With Me connects users to walk together. What makes it distinct is that it's proactive. There are so many apps on the market designed to help you feel safe while you're walking alone, but all of them are reactive. You have to let go of your phone or enter a password for them to work. But what if you didn't have to be in that position in the first place? That's the idea behind Walk With Me. Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. Come walk with me downtown and we'll get coffee and discuss this. My treat.
Sounds good.
Great, let me give you my business card.
All right. Let me give you mine.
All right. Here. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for listening.
Nice meeting you, Alexis.
Great. Alexis Miller. Just one thing I'd like to point out, that you might think this is a very tall building because the elevator is going up for 90 seconds, right? But actually, if you go in the CCM building and you take our elevator, it does take about 90 seconds to go from 4 floors. Yes, old Otis. Our next contestant is from Epping, New Hampshire. Give it up for Caleb West. Hi, Caleb. You are a first year, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Game production management major from, as I said, Epping, New Hampshire.
Neat.
Yeah.
Got a fun fact about you?
But also, it'll be same as her. For everyone who knows me already, you've heard this 1,000 times as well. But I enter in a lot of video game tournaments.
Yeah.
And I'm actually ranked in 2 different states for the game that I primarily play.
And by the way, I mean, some people don't really understand that esports is really now becoming quite the competitive thing, right?
That's what I hope to let everyone know the pitch, actually.
Yeah, all right. Then I've set you up nicely. Give it up again for Caleb West.
Oh, wow, Mr. Adventure. It's a pleasure. My name's
Hi.
Caleb West. I'm a business student at Champlain College. I actually just last weekend attended your conference on building communities, and you really inspired me for a business I'm trying to start. Do you have a minute to hear about it?
I do.
So you had one line that really stuck with me, which is the line that inspired me. You paraphrased a line from President Kennedy where you said, "Think not what your community can do for you, but what you can do for your community." And that's what got me thinking about the communities I'm in and what I can do to help them grow. So my 2 big ones are I'm a student at Champlain College, and I am big into the video game and esports community. So I tried to think of what both of those needed. And a lot of Champlain students have expressed need or want for more like places to get food around campus, specifically places that are open a little bit later. And the game students have wanted a place where they can all get together and share their common interest. So I tried to tie those 2 together, and I made my idea of the Lakeside Game Bar and Lounge, which is essentially a sports bar, but instead of having a sports focus, it's an esports or competitive video game focus, with a really open and welcoming atmosphere so all the people can come together with a similar interests and just have a good time and get good food. MVC did an article that about 70% of college students play games, so the market's definitely there for Champlain, UVM, and just everyone around. And my floor's coming up, but I'd really love to discuss this further. Could we exchange business cards?
Sure thing. All right.
That'd be
There you go,
great.
Caleb.
Thank you so much. I'll shoot you an email tomorrow and set up a time, hopefully for next week, where I can show you my business model, hopefully get some feedback, and talk about future funding opportunities.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. Have a good day.
Here, take care, Caleb.
Caleb West. Thank you. Yeah, you were good. You were good looking. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. He didn't say much, but he was good looking. Okay. Now you've got a job. All right. So we've done our entrepreneurs. And by the way, entrepreneurs, awesome. Give it up for all the entrepreneurs. Yeah. Okay, so now if you have your gizmo in your hand, I am asking you to make a vote for one of those 5 contestants. And I think, Pat, they have a program in their hand, right? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what to pick. So number 1 is for Hayes Gilman. Number 2 is for Aaron Leach. Number 3 is for Ian McKenna. And number 4 is for Alexis Miller. 5 for Caleb West. And just so you know, there's a limited amount of time to do this. You can't really do it later. So we are now in the entrepreneur picking season. So do it now, and we can go on to our next group. And please give it up for all of the game developers. Let's hear it for them. Before we meet our contestants, I would like to call up, you know her. She is a prominent gamer herself who is known to support publishing new games. What would her name be but Ms. Joy Sticks? Joy Sticks. Hi, Joy. The part of Joy Sticks tonight is being played by Roz Whitaker-Eck. Okay, first of all, before we start making joysticks puns in just a moment, let's identify the real person behind joysticks, which is you. You are, do I have it right, Associate Dean of CCM and also a professor in CCM, right?
Associate professor, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Right, I shouldn't increase
Most
your
of
rank.
it was right,
Yeah.
yes.
And also, joysticks, can we go into that character?
Sure.
My reports say that you've got some brothers named, or siblings named Pixie, fiddle, and pickup. Is that true?
Okay.
I wrote those myself. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention that. And now back to. I know this is getting confusing. Now we're going to the
I'm
Heck.
with you. I'm
yeah,
with
you're with
you.
me. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You're also
okay.
the co-owner of Heck Productions.
Correct.
What does Heck Productions do?
Heck Productions is a digital content creation company. We do e-suites, visual decks, we do web development, and we do video production.
And your husband Ted is involved, right?
Yes.
You're number one. He's number two. Is that how the company works? No.
Uh-uh,
Okay.
no,
All right. I misread
okay.
it. Anyway, please give it up for Joy Sticks, Roz Whitaker Heck, and into the booth you go. Five game developer pitches to come. Our first from White River Junction. Please welcome David Merritt. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm terrified.
Yeah. Not much I can do about that other than to, can you tell me something about yourself that will take you off, take your mind off what you're about to do? What's a fun fact?
Not really, but I'll try anyway.
Yeah.
I used to work actually as an automotive technician for technically the Heritage Foundation.
Oh, you did? Okay.
White River Junction.
By the way,
try to curb your biases. You know.
By the way, I'm not here to just say nice things, but I take my Toyota to Heritage, and I've had very good experiences.
I'm glad.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, all right, all good for Heritage. David, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Bye.
Miss Joystick?
Hi, how are you?
I loved Richard Simmons' dance party. How you included free tank tops with every purchase. Blew my mind. I'm sorry, I'm totally, I should have said my name. My name's David Merritt.
Hi, David.
I'm a student at Champlain College.
Great. I hear great things about you.
Thank you, yes, it's great. I do work with a development team there, and actually our game might be of interest to you as a publisher if you care to hear about it.
Sure, I'd love
Cool.
to.
So our game is called Tales from the Blasterverse. It's a top-down atom punk shooter. So think the Jetsons or that 1950s clean sci-fi aesthetic with, dome-style buildings and the like. In terms of our development, we've made it with rapid creation in mind. So our missions, our objectives, our levels, even our guns are almost fully automated as far as for our designers. This has made it so we can essentially create content for our users rapidly. It's great. In terms of our player base, they have agency over their own story by selecting which factions or corporations they want to work for or betray based on the gear they want, all while creating a mega gun that's fully customized and they can take it to any level and blow enemies away. It's incredible. I'd love to give you a chance to sit down with our demo and talk more about publishing options. Do you mind if I give you a card?
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much for listening.
Okay.
I hope you consider entering the Blasterverse with us. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you.
David Merritt. Next up is from Nashua, New Hampshire. His name is Matthew Migneau. Hi, Matthew.
How are you?
How you doing?
Not bad.
Okay, so tell me about your major and maybe a little something about something that you've done here at Champlain that you thought was kind of fun.
So I am also in game production and management. And let's see, I think a good fun fact is the first major title that I've worked on, it's releasing in mid to late spring.
Ooh.
Yeah, so right around when I'm graduating, works out really nice.
You're getting published, as they say in the game world.
Yeah, it's a little game called Zed. It was with a bunch of, if anyone knows this, the old game Myst. It's with a handful of the original guys from that, and I get to put my name on that and say, hey, I worked on this.
Well, early congratulations on that, and good luck right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Miss Sticks, it's me, Matt McNaught. Thank you so much for helping fund our previous project. We actually have been working on a new one back at the offices that I'd love for you to hear. It's a little game called Arachnotron. It's a third-person action shooter, but you can traverse on any surface of the environment, just like a spider would. So any wall, ceiling, pipe, anything in the environment, traverse it just like a spider would. It took a lot of early experimenting with this because with this mechanic, we need to make sure, does it actually add anything to the genre? Are people starting to get motion sick? And from what we have so far, we really feel like we've struck gold. With this unique mechanic, not only does it help to further the player's experience and get them more immersed in that environment, but it helps us stand out amongst a lot of other shooters, which is a very kind of bloated genre. So having that to immediately have us stand out could help with marketing a lot. Actually, with what we have so far, we have the entire first level completed from beginning to boss fight. And I'd love to have a meeting with you, and maybe we could run through the prototype real quick, see if you'd be interested in publishing again.
Sure, I'd be interested.
I just want to make sure that we have the most up-to-date contact info. Do you want to exchange business cards real quick?
Oh, certainly.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Look forward to meeting with you again soon.
All right, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Matthew Migneau. Nice job. Good. Okay, he is from a place that I love. It's Jericho, Vermont, and he is Nicholas Robbins. Give him some love, a little more, a little more. Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Pretty good.
You're a senior, right, Nick?
Yep, senior game programmer.
Can you tell us something about what's happening in your senior year that's interesting?
Well, this right now currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, like,
you're working on a game right now as part of your senior project.
Actually, it was Arachnotron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the lead programmer on that.
Yeah, so you all work in teams and have different roles.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, you've got a role right now.
Yep.
So good luck with it.
Thank you.
Nick Robbins.
Oh, Miss Sticks, hello. It's wonderful to bump into you. I'm Nicholas Robbins.
Hi,
I'm a
Nicholas.
senior game programmer from Champlain College.
Great.
How are you enjoying the Game Developer Conference so far?
It's fantastic.
Awesome. Well, let me guess. There must have been like over 50 game developers pitching their games to you today.
You're right.
Well, I would guess so, since you know what indie companies need and how to help them grow. But I'm going to pitch you something different. A place. Burlington, Vermont, as a place for indie companies to go and grow. Well, Burlington, Vermont is home of Champlain College. It's top rated for its game curriculum, and it turns out amazing gaming students. Some of these students even stay in Burlington and start companies of their own, adding to the gaming ecosystem already present. On top of all of that, it's also centrally located between Montreal and Boston, two of the largest gaming hubs within North America. Now, if that makes sense to you, I've been working really close with the city to create a plan to help get these indie companies to come to Vermont and be sustained. And I'd really appreciate if I could get your expertise on it.
Certainly.
Could we exchange cards so I could get your contact information?
Absolutely. There you
Awesome.
are.
Thank you so very much. I'll
You're
get this to
welcome.
you as soon as possible. I hope you enjoy the rest of the GDC.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Nice job. Nick Robbins. Okay, he is from Norwalk, Connecticut. Please welcome Samuel Scott. Hi, how are you? Okay, Sam, let's see. You are a senior?
Yes.
Okay.
Senior game design and game programming minor.
Okay, so you got a couple of things going on. What's defining your senior year other than tonight?
Ooh, I'd say pretty much all my classes actually. This is like one of the first semesters where I really go to each class being really excited to see what I got. Like I've got public speaking, advanced SEM game narrative, as well as capstone. It's all just super fun.
Yeah.
It's all related to my major.
This is what we want to hear. Thank you. Okay, good luck to you tonight, Sam, and go ahead.
All right. Oh, Miss Joy Sticks.
Hi,
It's
how
a
are
pleasure.
you?
Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Sam Scott. I'm a game design major from Champlain College, and I recently saw your panel on the future of narrative games. And actually, it's kind of inspired me. I've got a little narrative game pitch of my own. Are you got time to hear it?
Sure.
Perfect. All right. So, the player is the king of a kingdom, and this kingdom is not doing so well. The peasants are revolting. The farmlands are going dry. The enemies at your front door, it's not doing too good. And amidst all this, the king's about to give a speech, but he's so nervous. There's so much going on. And suddenly he hears a voice. Hello.
And this is a sock puppet, Gertrude. And Gertrude has a brother, Gamsley. And these two sock puppets that have just appeared in front of the king just start bickering back and forth about the issues in the kingdom. And so how this works in the game is that the player is just witnessing this sock puppet narrative, and they have to choose who they think is right on each issue. You might see issues about taxes, whether to raise or lower them, or maybe about like thieving and like what to do about that. And it might sound weird. All right, sock puppet narrative, why? There's no sock puppet games, why would we do this? Well, I think that's exactly the hole in the market that this game could fit into. Because someone could just pick up like a phone and just be like, sock puppet game, I'll try that out. And that's exactly what I'm looking to do. So I'm not quite done with it yet, and I'd love to have your input on this. Do you think we could meet later this week and talk about it?
Certainly.
All
Be
right,
happy to.
I'll email it. Oh, do you have a business card?
I certainly do.
Oh, perfect. Let's trade.
All right. Go.
Thank you so much.
All righty.
Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk again.
Okay.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
Same here, Sam.
Samuel Scott. So next we have the job seekers category, and we need to go to our suit. Our suit is an executive at a recruiting firm. He knows virtually every human resources director in your field of interest. What is his name? Well, of course, it's Mr. Abraham LinkedIn. Hi. Okay, playing the role of Abraham Lincoln is...
I go by Abe.
Abe,
Yeah,
yeah, and you seem like an honest guy.
Try to be.
Sorry. Okay, this is Robert Caldwell. He's the Vice President of Institutional Advancement, and you've been here for about 2.5 years or something like that?
Just over 2 years.
Yeah? Okay,
good
where
call.
are we wearing ourselves well with you, or
Yeah,
how are we
absolutely.
doing?
Champlain gets better every day.
Good, okay. All right, so your job is to look nice. That won't be a tough job for you, so into the elevator you go.
A little scared.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You just listen.
I have a fear of
okay?
elevators.
You have to pay attention.
Yeah, right.
Right. Okay. Next, we have our 5 contestants, and our first is a graduate. She's a senior, computer and digital forensics major, and she has participated in the elevator pitch all 4 years. Isn't that awesome? Give it up for Nancy Champagne. Hi.
Hi.
Did you ever, I don't know the answer to this, I'm just asking, have you gotten this far before, or what? How'd it go?
Okay. I've made it to the finals a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've made it in the top 3 a couple of times, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
But I haven't done this category since I was a freshman, so.
So you're back to your roots.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Some love for Nancy Champagne.
Mr. LinkedIn.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I'm Nancy Champagne. I just wanted to say thank you for attending the Champlain College presentation on the benefits of studying abroad last week.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I really enjoyed speaking about my semester abroad in Dublin, Ireland, and hearing about your abroad experiences through your position as the Global Security Investigations Director for Microsoft. I've always admired Microsoft's mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to do more. I actually recently attended the Women in Cybersecurity Conference, which is a conference dedicated to empowering women in the cybersecurity field to become leaders and innovators. It's that mission that inspired me to apply to the Global Security Investigations intern position in your division. As an applicant, I not only bring with me the experiences I've gained during my 4 years at Champlain College as a digital forensics student, including 4 internships, 5 on-campus jobs, and 3 leadership positions, but also a passion to empower others and be at the forefront of such innovation. As a 2-time investigative intern on both the local and federal level, I believe that I would make a great addition to your team, and together we could empower everyone to do more by striving for excellence and settling for nothing less. This is my floor, but I'd love to speak with you at a later time about the position, possibly go over my resume and hear about your experiences. Do you have a business card?
I'd be happy to meet with you. I tend to use LinkedIn, but I think I may have a business card. There you go.
Oh, look, your LinkedIn logo's on there. No?
Thank you very much. Yeah, nice to meet you,
I'll
Nancy.
call your
All
office
the
and
best.
set something up for Monday.
I look forward to that.
Great, thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Nancy Champagne. Nice job. Okay, this next contestant is someone I kind of know, and we'll talk about that in a moment. She's from Wellesley Island, New York, and please give it up for Katie Markert. Hi.
Hello, Mr. O.
How you doing?
I'm terrified.
Okay, well, can I explain how we kind of know each other?
I think I know, but let me see how you
Well,
explain
your roommate is one of my star students. You've been in a lot of my...
She is the Duchess of Rutland.
She's the Duchess of Rutland,
Yeah.
and there's been all these videos that
Yeah, you've seen my poor acting skills more than anyone.
Well, I appreciate your participation.
Thank you.
And what's your major here?
I'm a business management and innovation major.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
my minor is in human resources and organizational development.
Okay, you got a lot going on.
I
Please
do.
give a warm welcome to Katie Markert.
Oh, Mr. LinkedIn. Hi.
Hello.
My name's Katie Markert.
Hi, Katie.
We recently linked on LinkedIn, actually. It's kind of ironic because of your name.
Oh, great.
I wanted to formally introduce myself. I'm a business management and innovation major at Champlain College with a minor in human resources. And I want to work for your company, Dealer.com. So my program has allowed me a lot of freedom in what I do because it's kind of ambiguous, but it's really great for me because I get to dip my toes in different facets of business. So my internship experiences have taken me abroad to Shanghai, China, and just down the road to Williston. So this summer I worked in Shanghai at an e-commerce company called Brand Reward, and I worked closely with their marketing department to pair up advertisers like Nike with publishers or like influencers and bloggers. So if you've ever wondered why your favorite fashion blogger makes millions of dollars, I have the answer. Right now, I'm currently the HR intern at Resource. They're a nonprofit just down in Williston and all over Vermont, actually. And they work in environmental stewardship, job placement, and poverty relief. And so I help support their full-time and part-time staff, but I also take on larger projects as well. For example, this last semester, I did the entirety of their Affordable Care Act reporting for the year of 2018. It was a trip. But I would love to talk with you more about potential opportunities at your company. Could we potentially swap business cards?
Absolutely.
Great.
Champlain knows Dealer knows Champlain students really well.
I love that, Dealer.
Love to get together with you
Here
and
you
have a
go.
conversation.
Whoop. Thank you.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Good. Katie Markert. Nice. Very nice. Good. Okay. Our next contestant is Blush Mihailovich. Give him a little love. Hi, Blaž. All right, first of all, just help me with my pronunciation. Blaž Mihailovich.
Yeah, Blaž Mihailovich.
Blaž,
Yep.
okay. And according to my sources, you speak German, Croatian, Serbian, and something else. Is that right?
No, well, the German, iffy.
Iffy.
But the Croatian and Serbian, definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, you're a polyglot. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really cool.
What's your major here?
Criminal justice.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, knock him dead. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Give him some love.
Hello, Mr. LinkedIn. How's it going?
Well, thank you. How are you?
Good. My name is Blaž Mihailovich. I'm a criminal justice here at Champlain
Hi,
College. So I think you're that guy that came into my criminal investigation class yesterday. You're the casting director, aren't you?
Yes, that's me. Yeah, yeah. Great. Glad you noticed.
Yeah. Can I tell you a little secret?
Sure.
I'm actually heading to a CIA meeting right now regarding a job position. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I think my life goal is to become an actor. Yes, an actor. See, I've done a lot of job internships here at Champlain College, one with Homeland Security, where I learned that I cannot sit behind a desk for 10 hours. Another was with ATF, and wow, I was an undercover drug dealer, and also I translated for a Serbo-Croatian crime internationally. A really stressful job. But I think it all changed for me when I went to China, Shanghai. In a culture that was so vastly different, my job position was actually to help my coworkers learn English. It was really rewarding. But I think it was the glamour of being in a city of 30 million people and constantly being asked to take a selfie with them. Perks of being 6'5" and all. What I'm trying to say is, I'm a first-generation American. And you know what they say about America. It's a land of opportunity. It's where dreams come true. So would you be so kind in trading business cards with me, and I could send you my acting profile and my headshot? It would mean a lot to me.
I'd be happy to know you better.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Let me get my
Thank
card.
you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
This is my stop, so
Okay.
I'll
Take
see you
care.
later.
Yeah.
Take care.
Look forward to connecting.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice finish. Ralph Milovich. Thank you. Okay. Next up is a man from East Bern, New York. His name, Thomas Payne. Come here, Thomas. Hi.
How you doing today?
Good. How are you? That's okay. I can
Yeah, you
hold
can
it.
take
Yeah, that's my mic. Okay. Question for you is, you were a finalist last year, right?
I was.
Yeah?
I was indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feeling comfortable, or does one get nervous no matter what?
I get nervous no matter what, as you can kind of tell with the mic here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And your major?
I'm a business administration major, and I'm minoring in international business as well.
Okay. Yeah. And you are what year now at Champlain?
I am a senior this year, actually.
Okay.
So pitch is a little personal to me. I am kind of looking for a job, FYI.
Yeah. So this is the time.
Yes, this is it. This is
Yeah.
the time and maybe the place.
Good. Okay. Good luck to you. Thomas Payne.
Thank
Give him
you.
love. Give him love.
Hi, Mr. LinkedIn?
Hello.
Oh, nice to
Yes.
meet you. Thomas Payne.
Hi, Thomas.
We actually met the other day, back at the opening for your new housing development downtown.
Oh, thanks for remembering. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the company I'm interning with currently is actually representing the sales and marketing for your new units. The last time we talked, you might remember that I'm actually currently a business administration and international business minor over at Champlain College.
Great college.
Yeah, really great place. Since we last talked, I've actually totally completed my capstone project and my internship course, which I found particularly rewarding. That's where I was able to first help a family relocate across the country to here in Burlington, Vermont. It was particularly rewarding for me because I never really knew how good it would feel to see the smiles on a family's face first moving them into a house, their first house, actually. It also helped me to find a way to couple my passion for sales and architecture into one career path. Now, given that your firm has such a great reputation for honesty and integrity within the local community, I would love an opportunity to work beside you guys. If it's okay, I would love to leave you with my business card.
Sure.
Maybe
Love
we
to
could
learn
get
more from you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
I would love to get in contact with you and learn a little bit more about how you got to the position you are today and how I could take some steps to get into a similar position.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Look forward to hearing from you. Yeah, thanks very much.
Too. 14th floor, actually, so this is my stop.
Take care.
Licensing office, dropping off my application today.
That's great. See you. Take care.
Look forward to your
Bye.
meeting.
Thomas Payne. Very nice. Yeah, you too. Someone I know. Her name is Julia Rodriguez. Julia. Hi. Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Okay, so tell me about your majors and minors. You got a couple going
Yeah. So I'm majoring in public relations and I have a minor in digital marketing.
on. Okay, and why did you pick the minor to go with the major?
So originally the plan was to go right to law school after undergrad,
Yeah.
and I thought that if I had a digital marketing minor, that sounded a little different than going from a communications degree straight into law school. Adding some of the more analytics side of it would make me a more compelling applicant, I thought.
Good.
And at this time, I'm not going directly to law school, but I've found a new love of marketing and digital marketing and all the analytics sides of that, so I'm really excited I made that decision.
Maybe a little time in between college and grad school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Always a good idea. And that's my point of view. Anyway, Julia Rodriguez, give it up for her.
Thank you. Oh, you're Mr. LinkedIn, correct?
I am, yes. Hi, who are you?
I'm Julia Rodriguez. I know
Julia.
you've never met me before, but I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
Do you remember the exact date you decided you wanted to be a recruiter?
No.
Right. Probably like general time, but not the exact date. Well, can I tell you a little story?
Love to hear it.
Okay. On March 15th, 2012, I was a freshman in high school, and I went with my mom to bring her child to work day. At the time, she was working in DC, and I was really excited because I wanted to go into politics. I was naive. Now, however, by the end of that day, I decided I wanted to go into crisis communications. I met the woman who was the lead counsel on the crisis communications team for Customs and Border Protection. Woo! Wow, was she impressive. But what she told me was past experiences with clients, and I just knew by the time I was done talking to her that I wanted to work in crisis communications and that I wanted to be leading those teams. So I just graduated college where I was studying public relations and digital marketing. And I currently work for a video marketing firm where they've allowed me to develop my own position where I do strategic community management plans and I do social media planning, and it's been wonderful. I love it there. But on the side, I critique businesses and how they respond to crises. I noticed that you worked for Census, and they're the best crisis communications firm in the country. I just submitted my resume to them, but I was wondering if you could help me get an interview with them. Here's my business card, and I'd love to sit down with you to help me navigate some next steps, because I really want to sit down and interview with them, and I think you could help me with that.
I'm fascinated to learn more. Yeah,
Perfect.
Thank you
so much
Yeah.
for your time.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my stop. Have a great day.
Julio Rodriguez. Abraham LinkedIn.
Thanks.
Okay, just don't go to any plays tonight, okay? Yeah. All right. That's it for my LinkedIn jokes. So it's time for the audience to do some scoring on those last 5. But before you do that, I just want to say, job internship seekers, well done and love for you. Job internship seekers. Okay. So, audience, your choices are number 1, Nancy Champagne. Number 2, Katie Markert. Number 3, Blaj Mihailovich. 4, Thomas Payne. And 5, Julio Rodriguez. Make your choice. While you're doing that, and we are about to prepare for our final group, which is the nonprofit social advocates, I'm going to ask the same question to Kim Wichert and to Laura Lotka, okay? Let me start off with you, Laura. In your job, which is in philanthropy, right? Are pitches a thing? When you hear this, do you feel like, we don't do that? Or do you feel like, no, that's really part of what you need to hear from people that you might give money to?
I'd say it's both, but it often starts with that. It often starts with you meet someone and they have a good idea and they throw it at you and ask if they can follow up. And if it's something within the mission or scope of who you're working with and what you're funding, it's an in that they might not otherwise have.
Yeah, so part of what you do, it may not be 90 seconds, but it is part of your business experience that people have to express something concisely and effectively right off the bat.
Absolutely, articulately and concisely.
Good, and same for you, Kim. In terms, you, by the way, are from the Pomerleau Group. You're in real estate.
Real estate and business development, more specifically.
Yeah, so that second part, the business development side, strikes me as where pitches might be a live thing. What's your connection in terms of your business experience and the kind of stuff that you're hearing here?
I think these young people are doing a great job, and
does it matter? In other words, like in your business experience, do you feel like pitches like this, concise, are things that you often have to evaluate every once in a while?
it's very important. I don't evaluate them, I do them. So
You do them,
very
yeah.
important.
You're the
Yes,
pitcher.
I'm the pitcher.
Right. You good at it?
Really good at it.
He's really good at it. Okay, very nice. Okay, so next up is our last group. I would like to introduce, and you're going to give me some love, we need it continually, is for the nonprofit social advocates. Let's hear it for this next group of 5. I need a suit, and the suit is a well-known philanthropist who believes in giving to social causes. Who is she? She's Ms. Be Good. Be Good, come on up. Hi, B.
Hi.
How you doing? How's it going, B?
Pretty good. I know, baby.
So Be Good, in your relation to Johnny Be Good?
Not that I know of.
Okay, that's it for my Be Good puns. This is Tanya Hinterstoicer. She's the Director of Career Education and Employer Relations here at Champlain College. You have more to your title, but I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. And how long have you been with Champlain?
4.5 years.
Right.
And
we came in at the same time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what you're doing by this point?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now
Support
you're a
the
suit.
students.
Good. All right. So into the elevator you go. You are the suit, and we have our group of 5. First, from our very own Shelburne Vermont. Please welcome Philo Brown Gould. Hi, Philo.
How's it going?
Good. You're in accounting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so tell me a little bit about your major and where you are here at Champlain. What year?
So it's my senior year, so I'm graduating in May.
Yeah, great.
Capstone's killer, but sticking through it, surviving.
Yeah. And have you done this before? Or is this your first time
First
doing
time.
pitch? Okay.
Capstone's requiring it. Thanks, Nicole.
Yeah, yes. We're going to talk about that and your professor and what she did. But good luck to you tonight.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Oh, hello, Miss Good. Hi. It's so nice to finally meet you. You probably don't know me, but my name is Philo Brown Gould, and I'm a senior here at Champlain College. I know that you donate to a lot of special needs causes a lot of the time. Do you have a minute? Can I speak to you?
Absolutely.
So, I have an older sister named Denali, and she has level 3 autism syndrome disorder, which is the most severe level. She requires 12 hours of personal care every single day to help bathe her, feed her, and to bring her to the bathroom. It can be real challenging sometimes, but there are people like her that need your help. There's this program called the Sunrise Program that works extensively with families all around the world.
Yes.
They have helped over 38,000 families for over 30 years to give autistic people the support that they deserve. And they help families build real connections to those who feel disconnected.
Okay.
Now, Denali, she's grown immensely since she started this program. She's learned how to communicate with us, to tell us when she needs to go to the bathroom, to what food she wants to eat at the dinner table, to what song she wants us to sing to her, and literally so much more. My family has benefited significantly because of this program, and other families deserve the same chance to change the lives of their loved ones.
Yeah.
It can be real challenging for other families, but I know that the Sunrise Program helps finance those families who aren't able to afford the special care.
Okay.
I know that with your help, Miss Good, you can make that potential a reality for many, many families. If you'd like, I'd love to exchange business cards and perhaps set something up with you and talk more.
I'd be happy to do that. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Here you go.
Thank you. This is my stop, but I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank
you. Nice to meet you.
Philo Brown Gould. Nice job. How was the temperature in that elevator? Cold, yeah. Right, yeah. Sorry we can't regulate it. Maybe we could, but we're not going to. All right, so next is a management and innovation major and psychology minor from Thornwood, New York. Please welcome Lauren Guiney. Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
How you doing? You done?
What?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I stepped on your answer. Have you done this before?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what we didn't mention is that there have been a lot of people who've been through the earlier rounds like that. Is that helpful for getting your pitch refined before you get to this moment?
I think it really was because, for one thing, I got so nervous for that I memorized it already. So then that made this seem a little easier to approach, while also getting notes from a couple different people and hearing what your score was really helps you fine-tune things.
You get some feedback before you get to this
Yes.
moment. Okay, well, here you are. Relax, go into the elevator, have a good time. Her name is Lauren Guiney. Give her some love.
It's Lauren Guiney. I attended your seminar last week on how fostering animals benefits both the animals and families involved.
Oh, great.
I think you did an incredible job with your presentation emphasizing the importance of this connection. And I actually went to your seminar because, as a fellow animal lover, I'm looking to take the benefits you described and apply them at my school, Champlain College.
Great.
You see, I've been researching how having an animal can help students when they're mentally and emotionally stressed, missing their pets at home, or just in need of some companionship. At the same time, I volunteer at my local animal shelter, the Humane Society of Chittenden County, which has made me more than aware of just how important it is for these animals to have a place to stay and get socialized when it comes to them finding a forever home. These two trains of thought have led me to begin developing my program, One Home, which will bring college students together with foster animals by utilizing the housing structure already in place at my school and partnering with local foster organizations. We'll be uniquely situated to address student mental health and animal wellness in a way no other local program can. This is all while creating happier and therefore better students and finding these animals their forever families. You may have heard of killing two birds with one stone, but in this case, we're looking to save two birds with one home. You know, I remember that you mentioned having a specific interest in how animals can help young adults with anxiety.
Yes.
Considering that and how invaluable your expertise would be to our program, would you mind exchanging business cards and seeing if you'd like to become our mentor in the future?
Absolutely, I'd like to hear more.
Great, thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, this is my floor, but it's been so nice speaking with you, and you'll
So
hear
nice
from
to
me
meet
soon.
you.
Have a great
Sounds
day.
good.
Lauren Guiney. Lauren. Good work. Yeah. Next contestant is, give her some love, MJ Jallo. Hi, how you doing? MJ, you're from the Gambia. I just went to the Gambia film screenings that we had here a little while ago. Did you go on that trip or not?
Yeah, I was in that trip.
Yeah, okay. It was really interesting. So you were there. Can you just say a little bit about what that trip was with a bunch of Champlain students who were making films in the Gambia for about a week in January, I think?
Yeah, it was about 10 days. So it's a group of students and faculty members and the college vice president. It's a service learning trip, so we were making documentaries and telling stories about Africa that are rarely told. So we were planning on making 3 documentaries and we ended up with 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, a
And
little
if
love
you've
for that,
seen it,
6
you'll know it was
documentaries.
amazing. Yeah.
And before you pitch here, you were going there both as a filmmaker, but also kind of as someone who was kind of connecting some of the Champlain folks to your country, right?
Yeah. So I am from the Gambia,
Yeah.
the same as Absa, who was also in the trip. So we were there to experience the trip and then support the students who were there. Because we had basic knowledge about, not basic, we had a lot of knowledge.
You're the
about
lay of the
place.
land, you
yeah,
know,
we
right.
basically are from there. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Thank
MJ
you.
Jallo, give her some love.
Hi, this is good. It's a pleasure to meet you again. I am Mariama Jala, one of the students you trained at Champlain on social justice last week.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I'm really impressed by your spirit to make change in this world. I think we can all learn from it. So after your workshop, I came up with a proposal to support an organization in my home country, the Gambia. It's in West Africa. The organization is called Dolel Jigeni. It means empowering our young women. They sponsor 100 girls every year from low-income backgrounds to go to school, teach them basic life skills, business skills, and leadership skills to be able to thrive in a patriarchal society that undervalues the education of women. And they basically empower these young girls to make their own choices, which I know is really near and dear to your heart, because you strongly advocate for it.
Yes.
So since your organization is incredibly good with fundraising, we all know that, and you're in the process of building an international connection, I want to collaborate with you to fundraise and add 5 more girls into this life-changing program this year. So if we can share business cards and I can share the proposal with you, that would be great.
I would love to see that proposal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great work.
And this might sound little, but it's going to make a difference in the lives of 5 girls, and it'll give your organization an opportunity to build an international connection like you want. So technically, it's a win-win situation. I really hope you consider it.
Yes,
Thank you. I'm so
certainly
glad I
will.
bumped into you.
Nice
Have
to
a
meet
good
you.
day.
Jallo. Nice. Next up is someone from Carmel, Indiana, our very own Hoosier. Give some love for Anna Matic. Hi, Anna.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing well.
So earlier in the evening, I was asking Hayes Gilman, do you know anyone else from Idaho? Do you know any other Indianans who are here at Champlain?
Yeah, there are actually a couple.
Okay. Yeah, and like them?
Yeah, they're actually like in ITS majors. That's really cool.
Oh, okay.
2
Good.
other females I know from Indiana in ITS majors.
Okay, so representing women of Indiana. Very good. And you are a second year, or what year are you in now?
I'm a 3rd year double major with computer science and digital forensics.
Oh, nice combo.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna Matic, give her some love.
Hi, Miss Good.
Hi.
It's so good to see you again. I don't know if you remember me. My name's Anna Matic, and we met at Tech Jam. I had a booth there. I'm one of the co-founders of the nonprofit Techtron, Technology for Children. Our primary focus is on providing access to technology for all, empowering women, and furthering education. We recently went to Africa, which is where we found our first inspiration on a core trip through Champlain College. Me and 3 of the students on the trip met with 2 primary school students, or 2 primary schools and their students, It was a really wonderful experience hearing them talk about their dreams and their aspirations. However, they didn't have the technology to realize some of those. Like there were lots of girls talking about wanting to be engineers or astronauts, and that would be really much easier with technology. So we came back and started working hard. This past winter break, I went back representing TechTrin and brought with me 45 laptops, all pre-installed with educational software that doesn't need to connect to the internet to work, and 3 solar panels. The trip was a success, and it was really awesome seeing how the technology affected the students, and as they became more comfortable with it, their faces totally lit up. Currently, I'm looking to partner with some of the local businesses, and there's a need for technology, and I know a lot of companies currently throw out all their old technology. So if we could form a rotation where as you go through your old tech, we could take it and restore it and then donate it to these different locations like the primary schools we visited in Africa. I'd love to talk more with you about this opportunity. Can we exchange business cards?
Yes, that's a very interesting idea. I'd happy to hear more about it.
Thank you much.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to you,
Nice
and
to
we can maybe
see
set
you.
up a time to meet.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Anna Matic. Good job. Okay, you got one more to go. All right. All right, and our final contestant of the night. He's been patient, so make sure you give him some good applause before he gets up here. He is from Rancho Palos Verdes, California, a long way from home. He is David Cerati. Hi, David. How are you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Let me shake your hand.
Of course.
Okay. So I'm looking at your major, and it's got cybersecurity all over that, right?
Yeah. I'm a computer networking and cybersecurity major, class of 2022.
Mm-hmm. And just in a nutshell, what can you say about cybersecurity that you find so fascinating?
I came here to pick locks, and if I'm going to do it for a job, this is how I'm going to do it.
I think that's not the first time you said that. Okay, very good. Okay, David, wish you lots of luck.
Thanks so much.
Go ahead.
Be good?
Yes.
Excuse me. That's good. Thank you. It's so nice to meet you. Huge fan of your filmmaking. I was actually at a recent local film festival with my niece who has pulmonary hypertension, or PH. And we got to see one of your famous speeches. Really love them. And in your speech, you talked about your own daughter's pulmonary hypertension story. And my niece found it really encouraging. As before this, she was unable to relate to anyone else with pulmonary hypertension. But now she sees that she's not alone. I'm actually an event organizer with the Pulmonary Hypertension Association. And we're currently planning a fundraiser for next spring. And we're looking for a keynote speaker, and I believe you'd be a great fit, as you're an incredibly compelling public speaker, and the story you have is just amazing. There will be about 1,000 people in attendance, with numerous high-profile donors. And I believe that having a high-profile, influential, very strong keynote speaker, such as yourself, will help the Pulmonary Hypertension Association be able to raise the most funds so that they can continue their mission of supporting and caring for families and people suffering from pulmonary hypertension. May I have your cards so that I can schedule a meeting with you to discuss the Pulmonary Hypertension Association's goals and maybe even work out some more details about this event?
Yeah, I'd love to read more information on it.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. And I'd love to have yours.
Here's my card.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you can recognize my email when it comes in.
I certainly will.
Here's my floor. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Huge fan. And I hope you really consider coming out and speaking at our event. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice job, David.
Thank you.
Good work. What's it like in this elevator? Ooh.
I know it moves.
Motion sickness. Okay. Tanya Hinchelstorcer, as be good. Thank you to her. All right, so we've got a couple of chores. First, audience, now for you to go to work to pick your favorite in that final category. The names, again, for the nonprofit social advocates are number 1, Philo Brown Gould. Number 2, Lauren Guiney. Number 3, MJ Jallo. Number 4, Anna Matic. and 5, David Cerati. While you're doing that, I'm going to give a couple of thank yous for the evening. And then after that, I'm going to ask a quick question to Arthur, Shannon, and Eric about tonight. I know you got a little work to do at the moment, so I'll let you finish that up. But here are some of the people that we want to acknowledge. A couple of parts of our college that have made elevator pitch such a success, not just this year, but in years past. And that includes the Career Collaborative for Emerging Talent and Professional Networks, the Office of Institutional Advancement, and BYO Biz. Also, Nicole Morris and Jennifer Vincent, are you out there? There you are. Okay, so these two faculty members really deserve special thanks, and you're going to get love in just a second. And that's because they have made participation in this part of one of their classes. They incorporated it in their curriculum, and it's in your accounting capstone, correct? Yeah, and they made a requirement, and 2 of the students made it into the top 20. So little love for Nicole and Jennifer. Thanks to them. Also, a little appreciation for Danielle Altenberg and Veronica Lewis in the Office of Institutional Advancement for getting this esteemed panel of judges together and for hosting the reception, which I attended. And thanks to our volunteer coaches for the events prior to this, the semifinals, and the events beforehand. You should note that this year it was the first time, I think, Pat, that the suits had different names, right? In the previous 11 years, these were the names. Well, before we get into that, Dave Mona was the one who came up with Adventure. Dave Mona, yep. Carrie Cunningham, who is a graduating professional writing student, came up with my favorite, Abraham LinkedIn, okay? Junior game art and animation student Riley Morrissey gave us Joy Sticks. And Be Good, mysteriously, was an anonymous entry. Ooh. Okay. Those names replaced suit names that we had for 11 years, which were for job internship seekers, Rolo Dex, nonprofit social advocates, Philanthropy. Don't groan, okay? Be nice. And for entrepreneurs, D Pockets. Get it? D? Okay. How are we doing in terms of tabulation? They know more time. All right. There are a couple people in the audience I'd like to acknowledge. First of all, is Lo Dolo Cummings here? Lo, are you here? Lau, sorry. I said your name wrong. Lau, are you here? Where are you? Oh, hi, Lau. How you doing? Okay. Lau, I mentioned you because you are the second place winner and audience favorite in 2012, right? Does that sound right? 2013. Okay. Don't be shy about shouting. What are you doing now? Good. So, and where in this world do you do that? In Vermont. Okay, that's what we want. Someone to stick around. Okay. Lau, thank you for being here. She won one year. I forgot to mention that. Okay. Congratulations on your former victory. Give her some love. I've got a couple of other names people who may or may not hear is Van Dang, Arsabal Sambu Bayan, or Chelsea Hutchings in the room. Okay. Oh, there you go. That you're Chelsea? Hi, Chelsea. Chelsea, I have it here that you're the first place winner in the entrepreneur category in 2014. Is that accurate? Nice. Okay, give her some love for that. What again? Oh, yeah. And what was your idea back then? Very good. Okay. You know what? There's a lot of peanut butter use in my house, so that's meaningful to me. Where are you now? What are you doing? Oh, very nice. Okay, I'm going to Denver next week, so I'll give you a field report. Very nice. Okay, a little love for Chelsea Hutchings. If we want to look at some of our previous winners or participants, here are some things that they are doing. Russell Martin, he started his own business at Willington Design and Print. Jeff Bartley is the sales and marketing manager for the Champlain Valley Exposition, where some of you may be attending a little ceremony that we're going to have in May. Jeff Yeager is a developer of technical soft goods at a little place called Burton Snowboards. Doug Tetro is an associate for the Technical Assistance Collaborative in Boston. Patrick Garvey works in Lexington, Mass. for the public school system. And Austin Monfil is a game developer in Seattle. How's our tabulation? Still working. Alex Brandstatter is a senior strategy consultant for Wonderman Commerce in California. Pamela Wheeler is a program manager at dealer.com. I forgot to talk to you guys, okay? So Eric, you are with the Champlain Investment Partners. You work in the finance world. What are your thoughts about the relevance of being able to make a good pitch given your professional experience?
Oh, it's hugely relevant. I mean, you spend a lot of time talking with and examining how a management team presents their idea. So when they give you that pitch, it's, you know, the 90 seconds or 15 minutes that they have, that's what you make your decision based on. So. And
that's often a collaborative decision that you are making with another group of people as to whether or not a pitch works?
Yep, with a whole team.
So this kind of thing that's represented at this board represents something that you do a lot.
Oh yeah, twice a week, every week.
A lot, okay, yeah, wow, yeah. Twice a week, okay. Shannon, so you are not far from being a student here. Now you're teaching here. And did you participate in this at all back then or not so much?
I didn't, but I regret it.
Yeah, okay. And
I do pitches all the time, and I feel like this is the best way to learn. Just throw yourself out there and do it, so.
You know, a lot of people came up here, and one of the things that they said was that they were kind of scared. Yet when they pitched, they seemed to be really good, even when they said they were scared. What are your thoughts about going into a pitch, having a little fear, and still being able to get your message out?
I think it's good. Nobody who went up, at least from my perspective, seemed afraid when they were up there, even though they said it. Sometimes it's good to tell yourself that you're actually just amped up, and that energy can help move you forward and get your ideas out quickly. So it's good, yeah, if you can use it to your advantage.
Good. Is Game Theory here?
Yeah, we're located in Burlington, Vermont. Yep.
Okay, very cool. Thanks, Shannon. Arthur Wright from Hansen and Doremus. You're also in the finance world.
Yep.
How relevant are pitches in your professional work?
Oh, I think like Eric, you know, you're doing it on a daily basis. We work with individuals, so every day you're kind of putting yourself out there and hoping that people like what they hear. You know, second year doing this, and such a relevant skill set. When you get out of school for getting a job and introducing yourself to the real world, all the way through getting married, and then you'll live your life in an elevator making pitches to your spouse. So really important stuff here.
Yes.
But you know, I'm always amazed at how these students, these young people, come up there and they're able to be genuine, have confidence, and really, in a simple way, get their idea across. I'm always really amazed by that.
Yeah, and one of the things that we talked about earlier tonight was in financial advising. So many times people don't realize how personal it is, how much it's about relationships. And in some ways, some of the pitches that really resonate are the ones that make some kind of personal connection.
Yeah, I think being genuine. I got my current job at Hansen and Doremus, a dream job for me, at a cocktail party at a wedding 3 years ago.
Huh.
Over a couple of switchbacks, and Monday rolled around, and I got a phone call asking if I wanted an interview. So
how do you like that?
You never know when it'll happen, and so yeah, it's a good thing to know how to do.
Very good. Yep. Okay, cool. What a great panel this group has been. Please give it up for our fantastic judges. Woo! Okay. M&M are close. They're still at it. I have a couple of things to say. First of all, I know it's a little premature, but I'm going to invite Don Lockman to stand up with here and give me a little filler time. Okay. Yeah, right. No, like you don't have enough to do. First of all, you've been to this gig before, right?
This is my 5th time.
Yeah. And so what are your thoughts about our institution and the fact that we do this? How is this relevant from your perspective?
I think it's part of the overall educational experience. It's not just about what happens in the classroom. There's all this activity that goes on outside the classroom, the co-curricular, the extracurricular that really helps our students become great professionals.
And when you think about what you want students to be able to walk away from our college with, some of it is the building blocks that deal with their major or their minor. It's some skill sets. It's critical thinking. It's things that we talk about a lot. But some of it is interpersonal. And one of the things that really struck me tonight was the ability of people to just talk to a stranger and be able to say something that really makes sense and is compelling.
Yeah, I think the most compelling pitches were the ones where students connected their pitch with their meaning and passion in life. And
Yeah.
I think that's what we hope for all of our students, that they're pursuing careers and activities in their lives that really fill them and give them meaning. So I loved hearing those stories tonight.
I think you don't get to leave right now. Are they doing good? Okay. So it's not a far walk for you to go right over there. Sarah Speranza, I'd like you to join Don Lockman up here too in terms of the presentation of our awards. Up you go. M&M, you guys are looking like you mean business. Oh, wow, look at that. By the way, at the Academy Awards a couple years ago, there was a little boo-boo. We don't want that to happen tonight. No.
You'll do fine.
Okay.
We did that
Wow.
squared away.
Wow. You guys know what you're talking about. Okay. Here we go. So the way this is going to work is that I am going to read off the names in just a little bit. But before I do, I want to explain a little bit about what these prizes, the value of them. The audience favorite is the first one I'll mention in each category. That prize is winner of a restaurant gift card. I think it's worth about $50 if I'm correct. And that will be the first one we'll have. Then we'll go third place, second place, first place. Third place is winner of a $100 cash prize. Second place is winner of a $300 cash prize. First is $500. And I'm going to follow the pattern that we've had overnight, going with entrepreneurs, game developers, job internship seekers, and nonprofit social advocates. Here we go. You ready? So tell me if you're ready. The audience favorite in the entrepreneur category is Alexis Miller. And I should say you should stay right there. We need you to be there for a photograph. Pat, help me out. Is this pretty good? She doesn't get to leave until you say it's okay. She's all right? Okay, Alexis Miller, some love for her. Again, in the entrepreneur category, third place, $100 prize. His name, Hayes Gilman.
Thanks so much.
Good. Okay, Hayes Gilman. We go to second place, $300 prize winner. Please give a big congratulations to Ian McKenna. Nice job, Ian McKenna. And drum roll. The first place winner, $500 in the entrepreneur category, is Alexis Miller. Entrepreneurs, you were a cool category. Nice job to all of you in that group. All right, next we go to the game developers. Our first up is the audience favorite. His name, Matthew Shelto. Matthew Shelto. And now the third place winner, $100 prize, is Matthew Shelto. I was just thinking about your Fitbit, and I thought maybe we get a few more extra steps in there. There we go. Matthew Shelto. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. Second place in the game developer category is Nicholas Robbins. Well done, Nick. Nicholas Robbins. Moment of truth in the game developer category. Drum roll, please. First place winner, $500. Game developer category is Samuel Scott. Very good, all set. Excellent smile. Okay, game developers, nice work. Now we go to the job internship seekers. We begin with the audience favorite. He is Blaj Mihailovich. Nicely done. Blaj Mihailovich. Third place, job internship seekers, is Thomas Payne. Little love for Thomas Payne. Second place, $300 prize winner. I know her, you know her. She is Julia Rodriguez. Julia Rodriguez. First place, $500 winner. Drum roll, please. Katie Marker. How did I get here? Mm-hmm. She is good in elevators. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Very good. Job, internship seekers, nice work. Okay, now for our final group, the nonprofit social advocates. The audience favorite is MJ Jallo. Good. Way to go, MJ. Third place, $100 prize. She is Lauren Guiney. Excellent, Lauren Guiney. Second place, $300 prize. Give it up for Philo Brown Gould. Nice job, Philo. And our final winner of the evening in the nonprofit social advocate category, the first place winner for $500. Drum roll. Once again, it's MJ Jallo. Well, that's pretty much it, except for a couple of things. First of all, I want you to give a big round of applause for you. You were a really good audience. Come on, let's hear it. Oh, come on, better. No, really. That was wonderful audience participation. You really made all these participants feel welcome, and what a good night. One more thank you to the judges. Little love for our president. And don't you forget, a little love for me. Before we all leave, I would like to invite all 20 contestants to come down to the stage for some photos, a little meet and greet with the judges, and a little reminder to the audience to return your voting clickers as you leave the auditorium. Thank you so much for coming to the 12th annual elevator pitch. Yeah!